It was a bright afternoon when Armin's car slowed in front of a modest charity hospital his company had recently funded. He wasn't there out of generosity, his PR team had scheduled a quick appearance for him. But what he saw as he stepped out of the sleek black car wasn't part of any plan. Across the street stood a woman he hadn't seen in over a year. Alina. She looked different, more radiant, more alive. Dressed simply in pastel colors, her hair falling softly over her shoulders, she carried an air of peace he couldn't recognize. But what froze him in place was the little boy walking beside her, clutching her hand. The child couldn't have been more than 3. He had thick black hair, a mischievous smile, and when he looked up, Armin felt his heart stop. Those dark eyes were his own. Armin, who had negotiated billion-dollar deals without blinking, found his legs trembling. He crossed the road like a man in a daze, unable to take his eyes off the boy. Alina, his voice cracked, softer than he intended. Who is that child? Alina turned slowly, her eyes meeting his. There was no anger, no bitterness, just calm strength. She bent down and lifted the boy in her arms before answering. This is my son, she said firmly. My miracle. Armin's throat tightened. But, that's impossible. We tried for years. The doctors said, they said I was the problem, she interrupted, her voice trembling slightly but steady enough to pierce him. Do you remember how I cried, how I blamed myself? You let me believe it. But the truth came later, after the divorce. I met another doctor, one who ran the right tests. Armin, her eyes flickered with pain. It wasn't me, it was you all along. The words hit him like thunder. His chest tightened, his mind replaying the countless times he had accused her, the coldness in his voice when he left her. He realized he had cast aside the woman who loved him the most, based on lies and pressure, and in doing so, had lost his chance at the family he always dreamed of. Alina, he whispered, his voice breaking, please, tell me he's. She shook her head gently, stopping him. He's mine, Armin, my gift from God. You made your choice a long time ago. The boy tugged at her scarf, asking for a toy from a nearby vendor. Alina smiled warmly, her whole face lighting up as she walked away, hand in hand with her son. Armin stood rooted to the ground, his eyes burning. For the first time in his life, all his power, all his wealth, meant nothing. He had traded love for pride, and now, the woman he once cast aside had everything he ever wanted, while he had nothing but regret. And as the distance grew between them, he realized the cruelest truth of all: some mistakes could never be undone.